Watched during the summer about this team. He throws it to Keon Coleman when that happens almost every time.
Driving the pattern here. It's underneath James Cook. He's tackled by the rookie Teddy Buchanan. Kyle Hamilton comes back in that break between the third and the fourth quarter with some padding on that left hand.
He's been
checked out.
He's been playing great. I mean, Kyle Hamilton's just had a night.
Fourth year, got a big contract. Highest paid safety in league history. Earning it again. Pressure on here. Allen goes to Coleman, who was not turned around. That's incomplete. Melissa?
Yeah, Mike, so we saw Kyle Hamilton leave the field. He went immediately into the x-ray room where he spent 5 minutes. And then when he came back out, you see him there. He was with the athletic training staff. You mentioned the padding at the base of his pointer finger. Then they put his glove back on and taped his middle finger to his pointer finger. And we'll keep an eye on it.
All right, you see the tape job there, the athletic training staff, and great job by our crew. After the long weekend, the game in Philly Thursday with the weather delay up here on Sunday. Best in the business back at work. Honored to be with all of you again. Off in time, here comes the blitz. Get rid of it to Cook. If he can get past that, he's got space. And there he goes! Cook, 20, 15, 10, what a run! Cook, down at the 1 yard line. Sensational play to keep the touchdown from happening by Nate Wiggins. What a 52-yard gain.
That was all Josh Allen on that one. You heard the Lester call, which means he's going to slide the line that way. They still brought pressure away from him, so he had to throw it hot, and now you've got James Cook over there making it happen.
Allen trying to run left for the touchdown, gets thrown down aggressively by Malachi Starks, the rookie. When they get in close, Chris, you've pointed this out the last couple of years, Bills love to go to the left. Baltimore was loading up for that one. And now we have a whistle stopping play here for an injured Raven. And that is Marlon Humphrey in the end zone.
Wonder if it happened on the play before. So this audible is just so good. He's going to go Lester, 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 right? So we're going to go that way. And if they come from the other way as well, then he's got to throw that thing hot. They do. Van Noy comes off the edge. There's nobody left. Roquan Smith had to try to make the play and catch up because ultimately that was his responsibility. But that play and what we've seen from Lamar tonight as well, in the first week of the season, these guys are all over what defenses are trying to do to them, and they're making the adjustments to make them pay.
And don't lose the back end of the play where Nate Wiggins comes all the way over across the field, gets off a block, makes the tackle of Cook, and then a loss of a yard on that rushing attempt by Allen. So it's second and goal from the 2. Big bodies, including the fullback Reggie Gilliam. It's the fake. Allen looks to the back of the end zone. He'll take it himself for the touchdown. Down 9, they're going for 2.
I hope everybody's enjoying this as much as I am. I mean, all the way down, that every detail covered. When you see Josh Allen with that play fake, watch his head when he does that. It looks like he made the handoff and he's just staring at the running back going through there. That sold the final person that had to be sold, and he walks in the end zone.
Going for 2. Coleman was covered. Allen now ad-libbing, as always.
Look out.
Intercepted by Hamilton. He can take it back the other way. Dangerously pitches it back to Van Noy, who will take a knee. Just because you have the interception doesn't mean the Bills can't score points. Could have the odd 1 point there for Buffalo. If
that was almost a safety.
With Van Noy taking a knee. In any case, 9-point game. Bills stays around the area. and is here on hand tonight. So it's a 2-possession game. Bills go for 2. We've seen teams do that often, going for 2 the first time around, especially with this much time on the clock, just so you know what you need to do the rest of the game. Ali with the return, and he's got a seam, and he takes it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Chris, let's go back to that 2-point play, and almost a boneheaded play by Baltimore.
Yeah, let's bring in Terry, because once he lateraled the ball back into the end zone, if he had taken a knee or just gotten tackled, that is a safety and 1 point, right, Terry?
Absolutely, Chris. Once the entire ball gets out of the end zone, it's now on him. He puts it back in with the backward pass. Luckily, Van Noy came into the field of play and went down on one knee rather than doing it in the end zone.
The veteran figured it out.
We haven't had a play like that in NFL history that anybody can recall, where it would be 1 point because the possession was on the defense and then back in the end zone. In any case, the pass incomplete, intended for Zay Flowers. And Chris, you mentioned a few times Zay Flowers not being in the playoff game. Just in that third quarter, 39, 23, and 36-yard completions, Jackson to Flowers.
Well, and the reason it was so significant is because the Buffalo Bills did a great job with their man coverage and taking that extra guy to take away Derrick Henry. And that was the reason his not being there, because he is the man-to-man specialist. He would have been a very difficult cover for this Bills team.
Huge first half for Henry, held in check in the rushing game in the second half. That ball ruled a catch for Hill, and 9 yards, 1 shy of the first down to the 44-yard line. Naquan Jones helping to go back and make the stop.
The other thing I remember about that playoff game is Justice Hill.
That was down. I thought it was down. Yeah. So we'll see if replay assist will take care of that. And they will.
After assistance from replay, the ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Please set the game clock to 12:37, please. 12:37.
Clear and obvious. So replay assist does it. Don't have to challenge. And now the challenge from the Bills fans for 3rd and 10. Bringing forward, leaving a spy on Jackson, who's in trouble. Gets away. Escaping. Got a lot of room. There he goes. First down, Lamar, much more. Across midfield to the 46-yard line. Takes a heavy hit, but 19 yards.
I mean, I honestly don't know what to do with this guy. That is a sack for every quarterback almost that's ever played that position. And not only is it not a sack, it turns into one of the most spectacular plays of the weekend. He does it all the time, though. I mean, you want to know why these two guys are the 1-2 in the MVP voting? There you go.
Wow. Gain of 19, probably ran about 60 on that play. And here goes Henry. Quiet in the second half. Not anymore! Henry, another touchdown! He only had 6 yards in the second half after the huge first half, but now he's got 175 on the night and 2 touchdowns.
Here's the problem. Taylor Rapp's about a 4.7 guy when he's running, and Derrick Henry is faster, bigger, and he just simply pulls away from the Buffalo Bills safety. That was part of the reason they tried to get Cole Bishop in to add a little element of speed, but the play by Lamar Jackson was the backbreaker. It just took all the spirit out of the Bills defense, and right on top of it, they go for another 50.
First doink of the season, Chris. That one no good for Loop.
Won't be the last.
Will not be. It keeps it a 15-point game on a night of big plays. Yet another one for, that's out of 42 total plays. The Ravens are averaging almost 10 yards per play here tonight. Allen got to go to work here with the Bills. They're doing it on the sideline with Keon Coleman. Gets up very close to the first down, just shy of it at the 37-yard line. Baltimore the first to serve up a 40 burger this year. scoring 40 points. But Chris, the end of last year, their last 4 regular season games was 35, 34, 31, 35. So they're just picking up where they left off.
I mean, it's magical to watch these two offenses. And the hard part is I've seen both coordinators with the Rolodex out and just spinning up defenses and trying everything possible. Sometimes the other guys are just better.
43 with a 4-man rush. Allen's throw, is that intercepted? Terrific job going down to get it. And yes, it is ruled a pick for Chidobe Awuzie. Ruled on the field an interception. Let's check the replay though.
Don't think so.
Automatically reviewed as it was called an INT on the field. When he's laying on top of the ball
After
there.
review, the ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it's just too much of the ball. Even though Terry, it's in contact with his body, he doesn't have control of it when it's against the ground, does he?
No, Mike, he never got control before the ball hit the ground. Absolutely incomplete.
Good play. Chris, that could be a big part and pickup of this defense this year with the veteran Awuzie.
I mean, if those two guys stay healthy, Jair Alexander and Awuzie stay healthy and can play all the way through the season, absolutely.
Nate Wiggins, Marlon Humphrey on the corners as well. So incompletion, 2nd and 10. Allen escaping. He's got some room to run here. And Josh Allen's going to slide down. The mark of the slide actually has him short of the first down. And he knows it too. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Inside give. Ray Davis has to bounce with his flags down. And Allen, by sliding early, didn't pick up the first down. And now Buffalo's going to be backed up to 3rd and long. Go back and look at the slide. It is where the ball is when the slide begins. Nope, let's look at that. He's going forward actually here on this. Let's see. Terry, that body part comes down right at the line, doesn't it?
Exactly. It's where it's the front of the football when the body part touches the ground, and it's clearly beyond the line right there. It's clearly beyond the line. This should have been a first down. Missed the spot by about a yard on the field.
Now we had another.
Should have been challenged.
Sorry, Terry. We had another flag thrown down here after the penalty was being walked off.
Holding. Offense number 73. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3rd down.
Okay, they were just moving the flag back to where the penalty occurred. So Dion Dawkins called for the hold to take it back to 3rd down. Terry, how tough is that play for the officials to spot the ball as it's going 10 yards downfield after the Allen run?
It is difficult, Mike. He's following the play, but they've done this for years. They should be able to get a little bit better than a yard away from it.
Right. So now it's 3rd and 11. And Allen in trouble, and he goes down. And is sacked for the first time. Nnamdi Madubuike, who had 8.5 last year, 6.5 I should say, gets his first of this year, and the Bills will punt.
Yeah, he had 13 sacks back in 23 and really was a big sensation in the league. And you can see that kind of movement, skill, and strength to go along with it. When those defensive tackles come from inside out, bang into the tackle, and bounce right to the quarterback, very difficult to stop.
Robbins kick. Baltimore yelling at everybody, get away on that short punt by Robbins. And Buffalo will take over or Baltimore should say, take over at the 35. Buffalo gets nothing out of a drive. They had to have it. And they're down 15.
75 yards. It's insane.
3 30-plus yard runs in this game for the first time in his terrific career. Adding to it here. He's built for it, that's for sure.
I can remember the first time I saw some of these workouts that Derrick Henry was doing, and you just go, oh, That's why he's going to the Hall of Fame, and I never did. I mean, look at the work alone he does going up this hill. He's not just going up, he's making cuts back and forth, dragging whatever that is behind him, and finally making it up to the hill. So running past Rapp is a piece of cake. It's not on a hill. I don't know how you could be more impressed with two football players. The combination of Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, almost not fair.
Here, stopped for a loss of 2. As Daquan Jones is there to bring up 3rd and long. We asked him yesterday about his workouts. Anything changing now that you're 31 years old? He said, nope, didn't change. No reason to. He said, if anything, I added more of the hills. And from a nutrition standpoint, there's some intermittent fasting that he does along the way. Whatever he's doing, shame on us for not following.
We're going to start it next week, man. I'm telling you.
You sure?
Yeah, we're going to.
Okay. What time? Gym in Minnesota on Friday?
Ask Melissa.
Okay. 3rd and 8. Flag down here, and they'll kill the play. It'll be 3rd and 13.
I mean, it's almost, though, I want.
Full start. Offense number 16. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
I just wonder how many teams in the AFC are sitting at home watching this game going, uh-oh. You know, I mean, seriously, this is a pretty dominant performance against one of the top teams in the league in their place. And you could just feel the frustration of the Ravens when we were talking to them about this playoff game a season ago. You know, it was just, it ate at them for the entire offseason. And they're paying it back now.
3rd and 13, another flag down. And Zay Flowers is down shy of the 1st down. Let's check the marker on the far side. Six penalties, Baltimore, 4 on Buffalo. One area the Ravens need to cut down
Illegal
on.
motion. Offense. 4th down.
So it's on Flowers.
Yeah, they let you get away with a little bit, but not a lot of bit. And you're going to see Flowers turn up towards the line of scrimmage, get a little jump on the route. Clearly a foul.
So the Bills do get the ball back with half the quarter left and a 2-score game. So still alive, but obviously needs some special stuff to happen. Good number of folks have left here at Highmark Stadium. See if Brandon Codrington can give the Bills good field position as Jordan Stout will kick it here for the 2nd time. Codrington going over for a look. Thought about it a lot. Should have grabbed it. Ravens down it at the 1. Trenton Simpson, no touchback. He did get to the line.
If you try to down the ball and slide into the line, that is a touchback.
Is number 32 slid into the end zone and touched the white line. Therefore, it's a touchback.
It's a
First
really
down.
poor play. I mean, at that point, you just have to knock it back off the line. When you allow yourself to slide into the end zone, any part of your body or that ball touches the line, that's it.
And just one glove, one finger of one glove getting there.
And you just don't anticipate how far you're going to slide when you try to dive on that ball, but you just got to tap it back.
So plus 19 yards for the Bills, and they started at the 20. And Allen looking for something downfield. Coleman comes down and makes the catch. Great job going up to get a gain. 21.
That was one of those perfect throwing motions right there, and that is what they can do on the outside for Josh Allen. Keon Coleman, that is his play right there.
Allen trying to get out of there, escapes, and uses the fake and the pump to get a whole bunch of yards on the ground and get close to another 1st down. We'll mark him out at the 47-yard line.
Let's go back and watch Josh Allen throwing to his left to Keon Coleman. This was a throw he really struggled with when he was coming out of college. Anything off to his left, he trained a long time to really open up his hips and get better at that. But the continued improvement of what he has done with his fundamentals of throwing the ball, he was not that accurate a guy when he was in college.
Throw in the middle here. Joshua Palmer, 43-yard line. And a first down for Buffalo. 6:05 to go. Down 15. And all 3 timeouts. So still alive here if they can get it in the end zone.
Lose zero.
One knocked down on the inside.
I mean, they finally, the best part about that incomplete pass, it allowed those exhausted defensive linemen to get off the field. I mean, they were barely able to create a push, and in part because of that, they were able to get their hands up and knock one down. But as soon as that ball was knocked down, they all turned and ran for the sideline.
Full-fledged line change.
Yes, they did.
And the Sabres season doesn't start for about a month. They were coming over the boards. 2nd and 10. Allen protected, inside throw. 37-yard line with Keon Coleman, so that's catch number 5 tonight for the second-year man. He had 29 all of last season.
Still plenty of time here, and they just have to make a play. They need to score something right here and make one defensive stop before this game's over, but that has seemed to be almost impossible.
Nothing. I got you. Watch the shadow. Alert. 0. Come here. On the high set.
After all that, Allen to the sideline, incomplete for the flag. Well, right back to Coleman in front of Nate Wiggins. That 6'3" frame of Coleman factor on this drive.
Pass interference. Defense number 2. Ball he placed at spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
And Nate Wiggins runs a 4.28. He does not have to worry about Coleman going by him, which is why you're seeing him almost in a fist fight with every step of the way going down the field. He's not worried about the deep ball. He's worried about that one thrown behind him, that back shoulder.
What is that? Alert it. Run out.
29-yard line. 5 coming. Out to Kincaid. He's got a first down inside the 20. Clock stopped at 4:59.
It's just a different offense. It really is when Dalton Kincaid's in the lineup and healthy. It was a little hard to watch this offense without him. He could play, but he wasn't the same guy that he was for the most part early in his career and early in that season.
Yeah.
Fifth trip to the red zone. Bills have scored the prior 4 times. Allen looking end zone for Palmer. Step away.
I think every quarterback and every receiver will agree the hardest thing that they do is to hesitate and go and trying to time that throw up, because it's different. You know, everybody's used to flying off the ball and getting down the field, but when you're in the red zone, to go hesitate and go, it's like an opportunity to throw a go route
right
when you didn't have the space for it. It's just the timing of it is so hard.
Ram out.
2nd and 10. And Allen lofting in. Johnson couldn't bring it in. Ty Johnson with Teddy Buchanan, that rookie, the 4th-round pick out of Cal, in coverage.
And you cannot throw a football better than that. It is absolutely perfect. Pretty good coverage to his best receiving back coming out of the backfield, and Ty Johnson's going to catch that almost every time. That is a huge miss.
We'll bring up 3rd and 10, obviously given the scoreboard situation, 4 down territory for Buffalo.
Run
close to the first down. We'll keep the clock moving and rule him, let's see, 2 yards shy. It's 4th and long, 1 short 2.
I think you're going to see a spread out formation, and depending on what they do on the back end coverage, you'll either see Josh run the football here, or if they're just one-on-one, he'll pick and choose who he likes.
Clock down to 4:12. The Bills got to have this 4th and 2. Got it spread out. Only 2 Ravens pursuing, and Allen throws deflected and caught by Coleman on the tip for 6. And the Bills remain alive.
Seen a football game like this before?
Not week 1.
I mean, you feel like you're in an arcade or something. We're playing Madden. I don't even know how to describe this stuff. Balls getting tipped and flying around. Quarterbacks running around like crazy people. Nobody can catch them. Derrick Henry running up and down the field.
And so this time down 9, Buffalo will go for 1 and try to make it a 1-score game with 3 timeouts. And trying to do what's been really hard, stop the Ravens. Prater gets the extra point, and we have a 1-score game here in Orchard Park.
The Bills had to have Keon Coleman come up with a big year. He is the guy they drafted a season ago. He's just going to keep competing here. Gets to the back line, stays focused on it. The ball's tipped around, and he makes a diving catch.
And Sean McDermott was telling us about Coleman when we visited with him on Friday. Maybe the guy who's grown the most on the team. He really had a plan when he left here. He was not up here during the offseason, but they kept getting videos of the work he was doing. And when he got here, once the mini camp started, he came back with ability, maturity, and he comes up with a touchdown here to make it a 1-possession game.
John Harbaugh is sitting over there going, what do we have to do to put these guys away? I'm so impressed with the Buffalo Bills. It just has never felt like they were really in the game, and yet they're hanging around, and it's an 8-point game right now. Anything can happen from here.
Ali and Hill, they've been kicking to Ali most of the night. Takes it from the 4. Runs into a wall, brought down shy of the 30-yard line by Dorian Williams. The guys on the top of the marquee have been as advertised.
Better.
Better?
Better.
All right, go ahead. You got it.
I mean, you know, you take either one of these guys off of these 2 teams, and, I mean, basically, they've changed the face of the game. This is not a drop back, throw from the pocket league anymore with these 2 guys leading the way.
And Lamar's going to take it in his own hands and slide inbounds to keep that clock turning and immediately get a first down at the 41-yard line.
I mean, I want you to watch the edge player here. How many different things are presented in front of him? I mean, it simply is one guy is unblocked and he has people going in 3 different directions, and there's just no way that you can keep up with what that is.
Zaire Mitchell-Payton, first-year player, I should say, is the man protecting, and Henry lost the football. And the Bills are down there. And they have it. He's having an unbelievable night, but stopped behind the line. The ball punched out, and Terrell Bernard comes up with it.
Guess who? Ed Oliver again going to end up making the play here, punching that thing out, and now 25,000 Bills fans are trying to get back in the stadium.
He's had some kind of night, Oliver.
Oh my goodness.
There are so many guys who've had a great night tonight.
Ed Oliver has made the Pro Bowl tonight.
So the Bills will take over at the 30-yard line. They've already scored 13 points in this fourth quarter. And a chance with a touch and a 2 to tie the game. Allen taking a shot downfield. It's hauled in. No, it's the third tight end. Jackson Hawes, the rookie out of Georgia Tech, his first ever catch, brings it to the 1. Bills get right on the ball. Allen this time tries to go right. Keeps furrowing and is stopped. Jackson Hawes, 5th round pick out of Georgia Tech. First 5 years he was at Yale.
He's the blocker. He's the blocker in this offense and makes the play on a second bounce. Mike, this game is nuts. This thing goes to overtime. It'll be one of the all-timers.
Closing in on the 2-minute warning. 2nd and goal. Give, Cook, left side, fighting for the goal line. Ruled short, and we've got the 2-minute warning.
Oh, my goodness.
So it will be 3rd and goal from about a foot away. Remember, Buffalo needs a 2-point conversion along with a touchdown to tie the game. After the game's first turnover in stunning fashion.
I mean, the Buffalo Bills, we talked about the Detroit Lions, we've talked about grit, we've talking about hard-nosed football players. The fact that the Bills have just hung in there in this game, right? It's all you could do. I mean, everything that Lamar and Derek was doing on the offensive side, there was no reason to believe. And then you hang in long enough, you get that one break finally, and here you are on the doorstep of tying this thing up.
And you've got a bunch of what-ifs. The Bills took a point off the board, went for 2, and Keon Coleman had a foot out of bounds and was the first to touch. They lost that. Tyler Loop doinked an extra point off the upright. So we've had both ways points that you thought were going to happen, not happen. So we sit on 8 points here at the 2-minute warning. Buffalo, a couple of shots to get a touchdown. Allen reaches over the pylon or the goal line for the touchdown. Broke the plane just by jumping and using that 6'5" frame. And now they go for 2 to try to tie this game.
Everybody does the same thing on these quarterback sneaks. They try to submarine underneath, and that time Josh Allen right over the top.
It's a pretty cool wrinkle to that, right? With everybody going down there.
They've got some play that they have practiced almost every day in training camp, and we're about to see it. The most important play, the most practiced play that the Bills have in their arsenal.
Here it is. The throw to Coleman is broken up by Nate Wiggins. Game certainly not over. 3 timeouts, minute 58, multiple options on what Buffalo wants to do. But Wiggins keeps them from tying it.
Remember, we were talking about the battle they had down the field. Look at that. It wasn't even started, and Wiggins is looking back in the backfield. He knew the ball was coming. Those one-on-one opportunities, and he was there to make a huge play. It's not over. This is plenty of time, plenty of timeouts.
And you were talking about the play you want to get to. Do you like getting to that play?
I wasn't crazy about where it was thrown. I know it was a bit of a back shoulder, but you got a big size advantage right there for Keon Coleman. And, you know, it was sort of thrown body high, so.
Buffalo 0 for 3 on 2-point conversions. They only tried 1 last year and converted it. Had 3 in this first game. Now they choose not to go for the declared onside kick here, and they're going to kick it off with 3 timeouts.
Absolutely.
1:58 to go.
I think Derrick Henry's going to get a chance to make amends.
Justice Hill and Ali wait. It'll be returned again. It's Ali from the 6. Big hit. Bounces off and stays alive. Good tough running from Rashid Ali to keep this going at the 31-yard line, where Baltimore will take over with 1:51 and all 3 Buffalo timeouts.
Well, you know, for the Buffalo Bills, what they're going to do now, they're going to have to stack the line of scrimmage and take away the run and just hope somebody can make a play if, in fact, they throw the football.
If they stop them with 3 downs, the Bills can still get the ball back with about 1:27 or so left. Crowd in the line. Henry's got it. Greg Russo over there. You see McDermott streaking toward the official, get the timeout at 1:45. So these multiple conversions as you go through the night and play the game out, here they are. These all 2-point tries.
Yeah, I think this was Keon Coleman stepping out of the back of the end zone. That did not count. Loss of down. Wiggins again there to make that play.
And then again, Allen on the move, throws it to Kyle Hamilton, who almost threw it back for a 1-point for Buffalo because he threw it back to a teammate. And then the last one a moment ago with Coleman. Now we're up 2nd and 9 coming up. And there may be folks who left, but those who are here are being heard. Justice Hill is there in the backfield. It's Flowers to the edge. He goes down, knowing not to go out of bounds. Matt Milano is there. Timeout Buffalo, 1:39 to go.
Wow, they're going to have a chance. They are 1 play away from getting the ball back and only needing a field goal to win this football game.
With a guy who just got here Thursday in Matt Prater. Crazy.
This would be one of the gutsiest comebacks I think I've ever seen. Honestly, I mean, for this team, they've got to be exhausted. They've been chasing these guys up and down the field. And now here they are, 1 play. They need 1 play.
Does the ball leave the hands of Lamar Jackson?
I think you've got to throw the ball and try to win this thing right now. Lamar Jackson has to have it in his hands, but whether he throws it or runs it.
Play clock running down. Jackson with direct communication to DeAndre Hopkins. They need to get to the 41. Flowers in motion. The Bills bring a blitz. And the throw is caught, but stopped shy of the first down. On the tackle by Christian Benford. Hopkins is down to the 38, and Buffalo will get the ball back.
And
unless they decide to go for
I'm going to say that you've got choices to make everywhere here. Your defense hasn't exactly been stopping the Buffalo Bills either.
But they're in field goal range if they get stopped here, right?
I got you. But you also have 3 timeouts on your side,
Yep,
too.
you do, to get the ball back.
Yeah.
It is 4th and 3, and it is Brandon Codrington going back. Jordan Stout to kick it.
Have to play the fake first.
Codrington's a tough time fielding these kicks, and Stout's done a nice job to keep it out of his hands. The Bills will get a ball back around the 20. The whistles you hear, there's just 2 gunners going after each other here in blocking, but that is all cleaned up. No fouls. Here comes Josh Allen. But first, a reminder, Chevrolet postgame ahead. Melissa with the stars of the game will look ahead to next Sunday night in Minnesota. Coming up right after the game. So, for a stadium that is seeing its 53rd and final season and has seen a lot of magical moments, this one would be right up there with any other. The Bills look down and out on this opening night. They were down 15 a short time ago, have rallied, and now a field goal could win it. Josh Allen starts from the 20. Underneath, brought in for 6 by Khalil Shakir. Buffalo, no timeouts. Matt Prater in this direction, warming up, made a 53-yarder, so thinking about getting it another 40 yards. Allen swinging sideline, brought in by Coleman. 7th catch of the night for Keon Coleman. First down, Buffalo with a minute to go.
Talking about looking like an MVP right now, Josh Allen looks in complete control. Just short drive starting completions to get this thing going. Plenty of time for him.
Allen gets away from the rush. He's got some space. He's going to take off and get out of bounds. Right around the 38, Roquan Smith was there hoping to hit him before he got to the sideline. That used 7 seconds.
And it's a good thing that Josh Allen's as big as he is, because he continued forward on the play and didn't get knocked backwards, which would have ended up stopping the clock.
Receivers are Palmer, Shakir, and Coleman. Movement there, no running clock, so no 10-second runoff.
Mike, what happened that time? Let the call be made.
False start. Offense number 73. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
They were up there at the line of scrimmage and making the call, and there was silence. And then Josh saw something and got excited, and he said, "Gold standard, go!" And his offensive lineman that time, Deion Dawkins, ends up jumping because of the excited nature of the way that Josh Allen made that call.
So they lose 5. It's back to 2nd and 10.
Ram out. Hey, alert it. To what? Good. Round 1. On the hostage.
Dawson knocks in motion. Allen unloading, throwing. That's Palmer! Out of bounds at the 35. They're in field goal range. Remarkable.
Just absolutely zipped that throw in there. That was from the first quarter when he came out with that almost angry look. There's only a handful of quarterbacks in this league that could have made that throw right there. And now Baltimore has to start thinking about what they're going to do with their timeouts.
And they get it back to try to respond if Buffalo can score. Baltimore brings some pressure, and Allen throws. It's caught on the run. Coleman, Keon Coleman tripped up at the 9-yard line. Timeout, Ravens.
I tell you, that may not be all bad.
Exactly.
Because if he had scored on that play, it would have given Baltimore and Lamar Jackson an opportunity to get the ball back. Now you're going to get into all those discussions. Now, I got you. We've got Matt Prater, another kicker who's not their ordinary kicker, but this isn't much of a kick at this point. Do we even see the possibility of letting them score from here? And I guarantee you the Buffalo Bills are over there saying, even if they do that, take a knee on the 1-yard line.
Lamar, just shake your head, because we're all doing the same. Of course, the Bills have had remarkable comebacks in this stadium. You think back to the playoffs and Frank Reich, but the last win trailing by 15 in the 4th quarter goes all the way back to a wild one against the Jets. So 1st and goal, 2 timeouts for Baltimore. And the Bills' strategy will be interesting to watch. Do they try to score, and then does Baltimore let them?
I mean, I assume they're setting up for a kick at this point. You want to, at the very least, get rid of those timeouts. And I think you take it down as far as you can. Yeah, absolutely.
Allen takes a knee. Baltimore takes a timeout. They can take another one in, let's say, 3 seconds, but Then they become powerless to stop the clock after that. And then, Melissa, it would turn to the veteran Matt Prater.
Yes, I talked to him right before the game during warm-ups. He, as you mentioned, took the red-eye to Buffalo from Arizona on Thursday night. He told me he finally feels like himself today after catching up on sleep. We talked about if he knows any of his teammates' names yet. He said, I'm learning. And I asked how he feels kicking here. He said since he's played here several times, he is very comfortable.
He has played 3 games here in his career. So hard to feel comfortable in this stadium, but he did kick here week 1 last year